I'm out here sunbathing, y'all. Get me some good vitamin D. Soaking in this sun, honey. Me and Lauren may go to Walmart today because I want to see what kind of outdoor pillows and stuff they have. And I may grab me a couple of ferns. I don't know what it is around here. When they do put the ferns out, they have sold so quick. And I just haven't seen any ones that I like. So I'm going to, before we hit the summer months, because we're still in spring, y'all. When is summer? The 20th of June? So I'm going to, so at least I'll have them from June, July, August. My ferns normally when I get them and water them every day pretty much, they last till all the way to the end of October. So I'll have about 4 or 5 months when I get them this month. So I'm going to just go on and get 6 like I normally do. Well, I normally get 4, but I'm going to get 6 because I'm going to put 2 on either side of my chairs out here. It's something simple. And then get me a couple of pillows. I mean, I got some pillows I can put out here, but they're more for under the carport and the on the front porch. My bumblebee ones. But out here, I'm gonna need all weather. Like I said, I love it. It's been raining, y'all, and honey, let me tell you something. They are automatically dry. And someone had said something about putting some Scotch. These are already treated, but yeah, I might get a can of Scotch Guard as well. It's supposed to be ring resistant, water, UV protected. So even if it's sitting out in the sun, it's not supposed to fade the color. So yeah, that was the other thing I made sure because I knew it every time it rained. I said, I want something that every time it rained, I got to run out here. And like I said, it's been raining all week here, which we need it. We need it. We need it. We need it. Oh, Lord, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I am so torn. I do not want to get rid of my little wicker. I love it sitting out there because I still go out there in the evening and sit up under that shade tree too. That way you can really feel all the breeze. But it's sentimental to me. You know, that's what I first about first 6 months when I bought my house. That was my first set I bought. I may just spray paint them one more again, y'all. One more again. Because they've lasted, 5 years? And they didn't start shipping real bad until last year. So I may spray them down one more good time. And then, just let them go to the wicker cemetery. But that table, I can always keep that table because that table, just put a little, what's it called? All weather or outdoor vinyl tablecloth. And they got some really pretty ones on Amazon. But I don't want to get it yet until I decide which pillow decor I want out here. I'm trying to think if I want red, blue-ish, like blueberry to go with my blueberry thing I'm going to change around in the house. I probably won't do that till like the end of June. I just love my yellow sunflowers, y'all. I'm just going to tell you the truth. Or I might find me some pillows with sunflowers. So, anyway. We shall see. Whatever I decide. Whatever makes me happy. I can't wait for my yellow jasmine flowers to get planted back here. Mm, yes, 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 yes. And then in 2 weeks, I get all my bushes trimmed. I mean, those bushes over there are just fabulous. I actually love those. Those will get big like the ones in the front yard. Those need to be, and they're fast growing. Cause I got them bushes cut in March, and look at it. They already neat. Already, I got them shaped back in March, and look at them already. So a little bit at a time, and then I'll have that whole fence line. I'll have privacy trees implanted. So that's what I'm waiting on. Hey man, look, you do this stuff in stages, y'all. You budget for what you budget for, and that's why I said, you know what? I'm not gonna spend thousands of dollars on my patio furniture. Have a budget in mind, y'all. Oh, sure, you can get elaborate as you want to when you want to spend your money, can't we? When you spend your money, you spend what you want. But I said, nah, I'm not. I just need something simple and easy and comfortable. And I'll spend that money that I may have wanted to put into my furniture. I'm gonna put it in creating an oasis back here. That's what I want to do long term, and do little at a time. Grow it out, see how it looks, and then filter in. Because, like I said, I want to create a little oasis, get me some little stepping stones. Because that's what he's going to do in the front. They're going to put some stepping stones over there, so I'll have another area. Totally utilize the whole space of my property, front and back. Um, because I got some stuff in mind. I want to sit out and do some content and just really. And I love running my mouth, y'all. Y'all know this. And some of y'all love when I run my mouth. Ha ha ha. But no, seriously though, taking advantage of using my whole space for content. And I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Um, I really, really do. But yeah, I'm going to. I had a budget on what I wanted to spend, and then I'm still wanting to get me a flat stone, the black stone grill. I think I'll fare better with that than trying to get a regular grill for now. Cause that flat stone, you can come out here, cook your bacon, eggs. You can cook a steak, anything you can cook on your stove in the home, and your range on the. And you can come out here and cook it, and that would just be a different change of pace, you know. But yeah, y'all budget for things, and then that way you can pay for it out of pocket. Well, that's the way I do it. The same way the Lord told me how to buy and get all my custom made furniture inside my house. He said, do it in stages. That way the financial hit is not so much at one time. But again, people do what they want to do when they want to do it. But I'm just telling you what the Lord told me to do, and it has blessed me, and I did it with no sorrow. Y'all understand? See how the Lord add to you with no sorrow? You can go ahead on, get your stuff like you want it. Get your stuff like you want it. And one thing I have learned uh, with my landscaper, I want my stuff to look natural landscape versus that real manicured where everything has, I didn't want that look. Sure, you can get that. I wanted a natural looking landscape. Um, I didn't want it to be too perfect and too neat. Does that make sense, y'all? Because one thing about that kind of stuff, when you see people's yards really nicely landscaped and it's got all the bordering around the flower, I mean, everything is just perfect and it looks wonderful. But baby, you have to keep that up and you have to they spend a lot of money spraying for weeds and stuff. But when you have natural, where you let the natural leaves, when they fall, and let it keep building up in your beds, but it has its own natural demarcation, that is what I'm trying to accomplish. And you have to let the land settle, let it heal, let everything fill in. Because see, that's what I had to do. Whenever I had all, yeah, now you think, now y'all, I had 22 pine trees cut down back here. When I first moved in, there were 22 pine trees had to be, well, they didn't have to be cut. I wanted them cut. Because them trees were swaying, honey. They made me nervous. So I spent a lot of money when I first moved here to get and then all the tree stumps got grinded down. And then they came in and put in a little dirt to fill in the little dips and divots. That way I can go back here now and walk, and everything is smooth and natural. And then he said, wait about 2 to 3 years, let your land settle. And you know what? That's biblical too. When you plant and harvest and stuff, they say, you got to give your land time to settle. And like I said, I had to do that because you have to let your land do what it needs to do. And then I had to have a new runoff so that the water will run off properly away from the foundation of y'all. So it's a lot of things y'all don't realize. When you're a homeowner, or when you're doing something, you have to listen and pay attention to what they're saying. It's really something about all of that, about letting your land heal and settle, so you can keep the value. You ain't got to worry about foundational problems because water will go wherever it wants to go, but you have to sort of nudge it away from your foundation so that your home stays firm and fixed, and you don't start seeing cracks in your walls, cracks in your ceiling, because over time your house will settle. But it's also important to know how your yard and how your land needs to be graded, so you can steer the water away from your fire. I'm gonna tell you now, when they broke that thing down to me. They said, Miss Howe, this is not about trying to get your money. We trying to tell you this is what you need to do. And I tell the Lord, thank you. I tell the Lord, thank you. Oh, and I need to show y'all something too. I do it once a year. I've been doing it every year. My house inspector man he said, get you one of the moisture devices, and around your walls, your kitchen, anywhere you run water, always check and put that moisture thing up on your wall to make sure you ain't got high moisture build up, because that'll give you a telltale sign if there's a leak behind them walls somewhere. I said, oh really? He said, yeah, you'd be surprised how many homeowners, they have a leak going on in their walls and they don't even know it until it makes itself shown. And so he said to get you one of them, and you just put it right up there on your wall, around your toilets, all that, and make sure that it'll read what your moisture is. Now my AC unit that I had installed, brand new unit and thermostat and all that, it also has a moisture detector in it as well. So anyway, just little knick-knack paddywhack things that you just learn being a homeowner. And baby, as you celebrate getting home and all that, you better educate yourself too on what all your get downs are too in your house. Amen. And then that way you'll know what to do. You have a little bit of peace of mind. But like I said, I thank God for the former owners of this house, the sellers. They left me a big binder of everything from septic to the gas for my fireplace, the garage door opener company, to everything, stuff like that, appliances. They left all that stuff in a binder and gave me all the information for contacts if I wanted to continue, using the same service they use to maintain the home. They left all of that in a nice binder, and child, I still have filters in my attic that they left. They left me a box of those tray ceiling lights, bulbs. Child, please, I still got all that stuff. I ain't got to buy that stuff. I mean, they had left me a box of those. Honey, I just had to buy regular light bulbs this past year, and I think I did a video on it when I went to Lowe's and picked them up. I just finished using the last of the light bulbs. They had sleeves and sleeves of light bulbs in the laundry room area. They left me grout cleaner for your bathroom. They left me laundry stuff for self cleaning. My honey, they hooked me up. I thought, God, I thank you. All right, y'all. Let me go on in here and see what Miss Lauren doing. I know she probably ready to eat breakfast. I ain't hungry. I don't eat at 12 o'clock normally anyway, but see what's going on. I done been sitting out here about a good hour. All right, y'all. Love you. God bless. And may the peace of the Lord be with you.